Mattel drops a bombshell and brings back their subscription service called Club Grayskull, and we run down this week's news leading up to Toy Fair and MOTU March Madness right now on Toy Habits Live.
And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Toy Habits. I'm Michael.
And I'm the Toy Sorceress, and you're watching Toy Habits Live. Hey Michael, you dropped the bomb on me, baby. That was Mattel today.
Huge
bomb.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah. And I'm wearing my hero shirt on purpose.
Yes. Yes. So excited to chat about that and the tease.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so much news this week. It just kept piling on as the week went on. And then of course it's Thursday and tomorrow's Friday. Of course, everything's probably going to blow up tomorrow, right? Too.
Yeah, absolutely. But you have a fun weekend planned to visit your son tomorrow, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's why we are streaming today instead of tomorrow. I'll be driving up to Reno, Nevada to see my son perform in a marching band competition. So I'm excited because he's also a section leader for his drum ensemble. And so
wow,
it's going to be
incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But for all of you who are used to watching us on Friday, watch us at our regular time tomorrow. Watch it on the replay. Pretend it's live. And then you can rewind and pause us if you want. So that'll be fun too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's I was looking at our audience stats on YouTube and it said that 45% of our viewers watch us on a TV. I was like, wow. I was like, that's cool. Like now I got to make sure I do my makeup and don't have anything in my teeth.
Because everyone's got big old like 65-inch TVs, so your head's like
good Lord, huge. Larger than life.
I watch YouTube on my TV all the time, and it's funny. I've been watching more YouTube on my TV than my satellite dish. I don't remember when the last time was I watched regular TV.
Oh my gosh. Angry Wookie sounds like he's a drummer. Yeah, it's a lot of work and he does a great job. So if you're also a drummer, huge respect. I tried drumming in high school and I couldn't get my feet and my hands to work independently. And so that was the end.
It's amazing. Like you have to be super coordinated. Yeah. I give him huge props, and that's like he must be so talented. I'm sure he is talented. I know he's talented. So that is awesome and amazing. Why don't we go ahead and check in on who is all in the chat and start diving into this amazing day of awesome news. We got crew member Giraffe joining us. We have Video Power Gaming here. We got crew member Ryan Cole. And Ryan, you are amazing, my friend. Ryan this week has gifted 20 Toy Habits memberships.
Wow.
So 20 of you guys out there in the chat are going to get Toy Habits memberships. And Michael, take it away, because all of you up on the screen here in just a second are going to be the ones who got randomly selected. Sorry.
We'll do it later. I have some more to add. So.
All right, never mind. So Michael's going to share that with you in a little bit, but 20 of you got randomly selected in the chat to get free 1 month of Toy Habits memberships. Thanks to Ryan. Thank you again. You are amazing, my friend. Your generosity is just like endless. You are incredible. We also got Damien Ristori, awesome crew member here. Hello, Michael, Toy Sorcerers and Company. We got crew member Joshua Robbins here. We have Thomas Biancasara also joining us. We got Angry Wookie Sounds. we got crew member Frank Pryor here. We got the crew member, one and only Joe Coleman. It's Toy Habits time, people. We got the great deceiver joining us. Bigum is here. Bigum is now a crew member. Welcome to the crew, Bigum. That is so awesome. We have Kevin Florence here. We have Ralph Riggin. We have crew member Everlost joining us. We have on our U83 crew member Chef M80, Angry Wookie Sounds. I already said hi to you because I got the Wookie out. We have Smitty45 joining us. We got crew member Carnage717. We have crew member Jedi Ben here. We have crew member Allison Troy celebrating 23 months. Allison, what's up, you all? For some reason, I sneezed today and my voice is raspy again. So I think it's an allergy thing. So my apologies. I sound kind of, a little bit, laryngitis again. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. We have Joe Rizzo 30 joining us. Good to see you, Joe. We have Adventures of the Brush here. We have someone joining us as well. We got crew member Michael Miller also joining us. Crew member Juan Panic is here. We have 5 more crew memberships gifted by the one and only Joe Coleman, and that's what Michael is working on. Thank you, Joe. You again are so generous. Such an incredible crew member. Thank you for all your support. We can't do this without you and all of you out there watching, and all of our amazing crew members. Thanks again. We have Paul Galliano joining us. We have the one and only crew member Neil Hunter Hyde here. Hello, boys and squirrels. Michael Bublé is here. We have I think I said hi to you, but crew member Michael Miller is here as well. Casey Sanborn, Nunya Biz, and I think I got everybody. I'm just sorry. I said hi to Giraffe first. We got Jason Buffone here. Crew member Vex and Toys. Too cool for school. I'm kidding. It's too cool. We have Junior here, and also Joshua Robbins celebrating 16 months of membership. Lucky Cantrell 13, also a crew member that is awesome. I'm almost done. Stephen Komarak, Alex Valdez, good to see you. We have the one and only Silver King. Silver King, how you doing? Good to see you. Sending a big hug. Damian Ristori is celebrating 12 months. Neil Hunter Hyde is happy to see Silver K as well. We get Shrek 1178, I think that is. I think I got that right. Joshua Norcott. We have crew member Black Phoenix 77 here. Nick Dillinger, Straw Cakes, King Lino Channel. I love that name. Drawing pictures, Steve Young, Chaz the Guru. Hey Chaz, how's it going? Johnny Ringo, this list is never ending. It's the one and only Hal Jordan. How's it going? Toy Holes, what's going up, Hal? We got Spencer Sanchez here. I said hi to Chaz. I think we're going to end it there, but I think I got everybody. And we'll keep showing your comments as we go. And Daniel Quay sneaking in at the end. Okay, good to see everyone. Let's check in on the crew and all of you guys that are gifted crew memberships. Take it away, Michael.
Oh, yes. Yes. This is our ever-growing crew. And yeah, I was able to grab screenshots of all of the other newly formed crew members. But thank you, everyone, for the support, and love chatting with everybody, especially when there's so much news to talk about. So we are furiously writing and writing and writing all week long. And we never, like, Toy Source and I rarely get to talk about this stuff until now.
And I'm giving you props because you killed it today, Michael. You absolutely did. I was slammed at work. You killed it. You're up at the crack of dawn. Getting amazing news stories, and that was so awesome to see.
Thank you.
So, because you dropped the bomb on me.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, when I saw that this morning, yeah, we'll get into that. Jesus, that was I was like mind blown.
It was, and I was super excited.
Here are all of the new crew members. So Ryan had gifted 20 memberships. Joe had gifted 25 new crew members on this slide, which is awesome. So we actually, Allison Troy with her YouTube Retro Toy Princess account had got one too. So I guess she has 2 accounts. That's awesome.
That's awesome. That is so cool. Congrats. Well, congratulations to all the new crew members.
Yes.
Amazing.
Congrats.
Thank you guys. Yes.
All right. So, all right, let's talk about what happened today if we want to get into it. But before we do that, let's talk about what happened last night. So I was chatting with Toy Hunters Hollow, and he sent me this this tweet from Dad at Arms, and he was like, okay, there's going to be an official Mattel Creations announcement coming tomorrow. And so I was scrolling through all the comments, and Dad at Arms was like, okay, 9 a.m. PST. That's all I can say for now. So it sounds like he knew something was going to drop. And
Yes.
so I was like, okay, gears turning. I checked in on Entertainment Earth's Drop Zone. Like, I don't really know what the announcement's going to be, but coincidentally, Entertainment Earth had a figure listing for the same time, for the same day, and it was by Mattel. So I was like, okay, maybe it's something that they're going to release tomorrow, and maybe it'll be huge ahead of their March 6th reveals. And so I wake up very, very early, and I got a DM from Medosa Customs, who we had on the show once. He's an amazing customizer, and he sends me this Club Grayskull thing. And I was like, what the heck is this? And so this was like at 4:45 in the morning. And and apparently, I guess this went live on Mattel Creations UK. And so everybody who was across the pond was able to start their membership because they're on a different time zone. And so I was like, this has to be the announcement that Data Norms was talking about. So I just
absolutely
covered the thing and, made a small update when it went live at 9 in the morning, and boom, they are bringing Club Grayskull back.
Yeah, that is freaking incredible. And let's hope that I need a hero. We get Hero as the very first exclusive figure. So, Michael, tell the team what you get if you sign up for Club Grayskull. And before we do that, let's just give a big hello to the Baroness of Toys, who is late yet again, but happy that you are here. Good to see you, Baroness. I know you didn't realize we were going to be on a Thursday, so it is fine. But good to see you in the chat. So yeah, Michael, and they got this.
I love
So,
that.
were the memberships going to sell out?
No,
And they
no.
were only $9.99 for one whole year of membership, which is like really cheap. I thought, in my head, that was going to be like $50 or something, kind of like what Hasbro charges for their membership, because you get free shipping, you get exclusives, et cetera, et cetera. So when I saw $10, I was like, no brainer. Thank you, Mattel. $9.99.
That's awesome. Yeah, so let's go over the details. Yeah, because they have what they're calling their epic benefits, right? And Silver Case says it's better to get in than not to get in, which I agree.
Yes,
we've missed
absolutely.
you, Silver Case.
So. And in the chat, while Michael's explaining this, drop in the chat if you signed up for Club Grayskull or not. Are you part of the Cool Kids Club?
Yeah, it's funny, just like looking at the comments on Instagram and YouTube, like people are very polarized about this. I think, and we could talk about that too. And it's just it's playing the toy game, but yeah. So $9.99 for an annual Club Grayskull digital membership. I like how they reference that. So you get exclusive items, getting the opportunity to purchase member-only releases. So we'll talk about those, that tease in a minute. Priority windows, so grabbing select items at Mattel Creations before the general public. So it sounds like it's reading a little bit like Hasbro Pulse, right? But it's Mattel Creations. Voting privileges, which is interesting. We've seen a couple of their polls, for the snake lair and so forth. I hope their market research questions and team gets better at asking those, but you can have a say in members only polls.
Sorry, I'm cracking up because Angry Wookie says he joined the call.
That's funny. And let's see, exclusive content, enjoy members only news, which is kind of funny because we'll probably put out the news way before them.
Absolutely.
Or we'll try at least. Previews and interviews are awesome, actually, because I think Mattel doesn't let the designers and team that works at Mattel interview on our show because of various reasons, but we'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
And then collecting
to be popular. That's great.
Yeah. Connecting with fans who share your passion. So yeah, I mean, it's basically a Hasbro Pulse-ish Mattel Creations membership. But fine print is funny because it says, all right, so you're limited to one membership per individual email address, limit of 5 per household. So basically, if you want to get more, you have to, have a different email address. It says quantities will be limited for most products offered. Membership does not provide a guarantee to purchase any of these products, as purchase depends on product availability. So I'm reading that as it's a CYA, because I think they might think that people say like, oh, I have this membership, then I just get these figures for free.
Yeah. But it's just like if you bought something that was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and unless you're a Hasbro Pulse member, you don't get to buy that exclusive, and the exclusive still will sell out if you sit on your duff and you don't order it on time, right?
Yeah.
But you are one of the ones who get a chance to buy it. And it's just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought this was interesting. And the way that I'm seeing this whole Mattel Creations Club Grayskull thing is, if it continues Masters of the Universe for at least 5 to 10, 20 years, who knows? I think that's a win for everybody. It's for the folks that can afford it and that can pay for it, it's a small price to pay. I know that, if money is tight, people, it's hard to spend extra money on this stuff. And I totally get that. And I don't want to slam anyone or dog anyone who's not doing this, because it's a totally personal thing. But
absolutely,
I just see this as a very cool thing.
Yes, it is. And I think that given, what they could have charged to be part of the membership to do this and get these great benefits, they were extremely fair with their price. Because as I said, Hasbro charges $50. But if you order a lot from Hasbro Pulse, it pays off and it's free shipping. And so, you make the calculation, you order a few things throughout the year, 9, 10 items, whatever it is, it's fine. And it pays for it. But here it's $10. And it doesn't say that you get free shipping, but there's all these other benefits to it. So absolutely, I think it was very fair of them. And it's neat that, it makes whatever they sell through this Club Grayskull that much more special for people.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally. This is interesting. I just had this thought too. Like, there's, people are saying like, and we've said it too, like the Turtles of Grayskull line is ending, right? So maybe it's ending at retail, but this is maybe a way for, them to make one-off figures or continue the line, just offering it through Mattel Creation. So anything's possible. Like we did come across a prototype of that Skeletor Shredder figure. So maybe that's what works. Who knows?
And I was just going to say, if you want a direct link to this, we have it on our article. It's also on mattelcreations.com. But if you want to learn more, head over to Toy Habits. We have a link directly to buy the digital membership. And it's, if you have the means and you want to be part of it, I recommend it. I think it's a great benefit for people. And it'll help you feel better when, instead of having the toy sweats, you'll have a little bit more better of a chance buying their exclusive products. So I think it's well worth it.
Yeah. And I just want to plus in Andy's comment too, just to say that there are people out there that it's kind of dividing to people. You either love it or hate it. He thinks it's a scam, which is fine. Like, part of me thinks, yes, if you're a huge billion-dollar toy company, do you really need to be charging $9.99 a year for this thing? But it's the cost of business. They're trying something, well, new and old. They did Matty Collector for a long time, and so they're kind of bringing back that part of it. So I really want to see if the money that you pay outweighs what you might get for this particular service.
Here's my thought though. We don't know their business model. We don't know what Mattel has in store for us with this Club Grayskull. And what if they have some incredible things in there and they needed a way to raise the extra money for special tooling or whatever it is, and they went to their higher ups and said, look, we have all of this amazing, incredible product, but who knows? Maybe their upper management said, well, we don't have the budget for that. We're not going to greenlight it. So all of the, Mattel team or the MOTU team probably came up with this great marketing strategy to say, hey, if the fans help chip in for this base, we'll give it a membership. We'll give them some added benefits. Maybe that will pave the way for whatever products they have in store for us that maybe we don't know that they need some more financial backing for their company to greenlight. Yeah. And that could be the case. We don't know that. So we can't just say, hey, Mattel's just trying to take our money. But, you know, every single toy line has its own budget. It's like a project when you're in construction, right? And you have a budget for that project and it's specific. And if you don't have enough for it, you can't build certain things. So it might be the same thing with MOTU. And maybe this membership is a way for us to pave the way for way more cooler, exciting product that we're going to get, because now they have this extra income stream. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the positive things of it.
Oh,
And
totally.
we're all chipping in and helping that happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, also these companies have to answer to Wall Street. And so, you know, there's also that aspect of it as well. So yes, it's another revenue stream, but it's also an opportunity for new things to come to the line and also to potentially continue the line maybe further than it would have if this wasn't a thing.
Exactly. And look at all the excitement it caused, right?
Yeah.
So part of this is marketing, part of it's creating a buzz for the product, part of it's making people excited again for things that Mattel are going to offer. And maybe this was a way to kind of reignite people's interest and get them, you know, talking about it again and making it like a lot more fun, re-energizing the line a bit, because they probably have so much more cool stuff in store for us. I mean, so Barbie does it. Barbie does
it's like Barbie does this. I think I believe that Hot Wheels has a membership too. So I think this is just the next thing in the line, and you know, good on them for actually doing it before their big drop on the 6th. And so you know, they've teased an exclusive members only figure coming on the 6th, and so I think that's helping to drum up you know, interest in this Club Grayskull digital membership too.
Absolutely. I need a hero. I'm looking out for a hero in the morning, night. All right, because I'm
you do. Anytime that we can get the Toy Sorceress to sing "I Need a Hero,"
and I'm still losing my voice, so that was bad.
It's a win.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a positive thing, and you know, Hero again being back metal. Probably going to be extra special. If it's Hero, we don't know what the heck it is. But could you imagine? You know, so now they got this extra revenue stream. Maybe whatever product it is that much more special and an incredible packaging and something that maybe we wouldn't have gotten had they not done this. So I think it's going to be incredible. What if it's laser power He-Man and laser light Skeletor with actual working, you know, laser accessories that light up?
Yeah. So Mattel sent out boxes to quote unquote influencers. We're not on their list for some reason, but
I wonder why.
I know, right? And so they had sent out pins, and so basically said that there were going to be 3 Easter eggs, you know, kind of hinting at what the, I guess, drop for, you know, this exclusive would be. This is one of them. And I think we found another in one of the articles. Is basically in one of the Cube videos, somebody was flipping through a book, and it was focused on a Preternia map. And it goes along with the this thing that they released here. So this is their first Club Grayskull members only figure, and it'll debut at the Mattel Creations Revealed event on the 6th. And here's the hint. It's an extremely powerful character from Eternia's prehistoric past. Can we guess who it is?
I need a hero.
Yeah, so
I need a hero. I don't know.
Yeah, I've
have possibilities.
I've seen a bunch of stuff floating around, and so I just wanted to throw just options in here because we actually don't know for once like, what this figure is. Unless...
I'm just like, you know, obviously super excited in you know, voicing my opinion, as you all know. But yeah, I mean, it could be any one of these characters here. What happened to Keklar? He was already too old, right?
Yep.
We saw him as part of the Eternia playset, and he didn't get made because he wasn't funded as part of the crowdfund. But they have the tooling for him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I knew Giraffe would sneak this in. We're Skytree in this PowerPoint slide. Love it. Yeah, so
you make the cutting room floor, Giraffe.
I starred
He ended up with
somebody
a thing.
else's comment. Oh yeah, it was Chef M80s. Is all the two so people were saying like, okay, there's a lot of 2000X imagery. Is it supposed to be the clue to the exclusive figure? Could it be a 2000X King Grayskull, like the first classics figure? So yeah, I don't know. And it would, I mean, I would not want a King Grayskull figure. We already got one, and
Yeah, one.
in the Eternia playset, but I guess everybody didn't get you know, that in Eternia. And so I threw a custom in here just to kind of represent people's thoughts around that. And I don't know, it seems kind of weird to have it like 2000X themed when,
Yeah.
you know, if we're going to Preternia, I don't remember the show, the history of the show, and like, was it set? I guess a lot, maybe a lot of it was set in Preternia. I forget. But it'd be I don't know. It's an interesting thought and definitely a possibility. The only thing that gives me pause.
I like this guess from.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, could you imagine if it was a freaking Titus figure?
Oh my god.
Everyone would be like, oh my god, I gotta be part of Club Grayskull.
I know, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think people, you know, I maybe want another King Grayskull, maybe they don't. But the thing that gives me pause is the tease from, you know, the other like Powers of Grayskull pin. You know, it's basically referencing this map. And I feel like the figure that is going to be dropped is going to be coming from this map, and King Grayskull is not here. We do have Hero, we do have Laser Light He-Man, and so I think those two are definitely contenders.
Yeah.
But with a big but, He-Man's supposed to be a vintage, like, mainline release, I'm going to call it. And so I don't see them making a Laser Light He-Man as their first exclusive figure, because that would cut out the people that didn't get this membership.
And if Laser Light He-Man comes out, or Laser Power He-Man comes out, Laser Light Skeletor has to come with them.
Yeah.
That's a done deal, right?
So, at least in the same way.
The one, they're like the odd couple. They come together. It's Oscar and Felix. But they've come together, right? So it's got to be a single figure, and it's got to be one that's known for being a vital part of the storyline for Preternia. So I think it's this little guy. But,
yeah. And this this custom was sent to us by Mr. Home Arcade, who just makes a crap ton of customs. We're featuring his hero in there.
I made that same exact figure, which it's not hard to do if you have a Masterverse version of him, and then you can, you know, part out some of your Origins figures. It looks great for Mr. Home Arcade. But you know, this one's always going to be my best. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. We are 1 week away from that reveal. And if you want to sign up, you know, highly recommend it. But this is just so exciting. I can't wait. And Joshua Robbins is like, I need a hero. Yes, we do. We all need a hero. But if it's any of these, I maybe not as much excited about King Grayskull because we already have one. But any of the other three, I'd be like stoked. Right?
Yeah. Chef 80 is bracing himself for disappointment that it ends up being a Preternia disguise He-Man.
Oh,
Who
God,
knows?
please no.
Who knows? Maybe he's in disguise in this map and we just can't even see him.
It's kind of like Flipper, like, suckers, I just took your $10.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. That would be so cool.
That would suck.
But yeah, so this will be interesting. If we get any early information on what this could be, of course we will we'll definitely update everybody, but for now we actually don't know, which is rare for us.
It is, but keep your eyes peeled to toyhabits.com, because you never know when we're going to report some news. But we love to dream about the possibilities, right? And so for a week we're all going to get to be super excited and think about all the amazing possibilities.
Yeah, it's funny. I was getting DMs from people just all over Instagram. They're like, can you explain this whole Club Grayskull thing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know. But then they're like, um, yeah, they were like, where's the special area that is going to open up in Mattel? And I'm like, I'm sure it's going to be opening up probably on the 6th. I'm like, I think you just sign up now and then they'll just make everything go live on the 6th.
Was Eldor on that artwork?
I don't think so. But we can check it out.
Think he was.
No, I think it was just Hero.
Yeah, I know Eldor was on some recent card backs, but he wasn't on this. But you know what this means? We're getting freaking Powers of Grayskull figures. Something. It's coming. I don't know what it is. And then you have this.
Yeah. So you know what? I went back and looked at this. You wrote this article almost 2 years ago, and Axel was basically saying he was going to work, and so this makes me think like there's something to this, and it's not just hey, I need this for reference. I really think Hero's
coming through the line at some point. We got to be like 100% sure about that. Is it going to be this thing next Thursday? We don't know. Do I hope it is? Heck yeah. We're going to get him at some point, and his packaging is going to be incredible. He's got this giant staff, right? So they're going to have to pack that in with them somehow. Super7 did an incredible job at their figures, so I can just imagine some amazing packaging, and maybe he'll be, if it is Hero, in a box instead of like in one of the deluxe boxes rather than on a blister card.
Yeah. Hero in a box. It's Hero in a box.
But then it'll have like amazing artwork on it. And I'm gonna have to get like 10 of them.
Yeah. And yes, we do love a good package, especially if
we always love a good package, Silver K.
Yeah, so interestingly, now I've updated this article. So we have a lot of information that came our way, and so there's a lot that may or may not be shown on March 6th. And so there's a lot of product on this image. And so I'm thinking some of this is probably going to be held to San Diego Comic-Con, and some of this will probably be revealed on the 6th. But there's a lot. Like 2025 and beyond is looking freaking amazing for Masters of the Universe. Just looking at
I know. And which is something we'll talk about later. The news of DC partnering up with Mattel and getting that license, I think, just opens up more financial possibilities for them and brings brand new opportunities for Masters of the Universe. Yeah. So and we'll talk about that later. But that just makes the future that much more brighter for our toys.
Question, is Mattel going to be at New York Toy Fair next week as well? I think so, because they were there when, or was it Playmates that actually was responsible for that Donatello Turtles of Grayskull, like grayscale, like cardback. I'm not sure, but I think Mattel has been there in the past. But typically there's not a lot shown at Toy Fair from Mattel because they're doing this March release. So maybe maybe they'll show off their Thundercats line. I don't know, because they've already released the images for it, so we really know what they look like already.
Maybe we'll get to see them on card. That would be amazing.
Yeah. So like at this club, like this whole Club Grayskull thing, I think changes a lot of things because one, it could continue lines that maybe they were going to stop, like Turtles of Grayskull. Who knows? Like, we don't have any official information on that. That's just me speculating and thinking, oh, that might be cool. Or like, how cool would it be for them to make an exclusive something, from another line that's, either stopped or they were going to stop. Yeah,
absolutely. I love this. Look at the row of colorful goodies on the bottom.
Yeah, cartoon collection.
Right? I mean, just looking at them on my shelf, they look so good together, and the line just keeps growing that much more. And then when you look at the logo for the cartoon collection over the figures, because you get kind of like that rainbow effect from the logo, and then when you look at all the colors on the figures, it kind of it zooms that when it's like all the figures lined up on your shelf. It's great.
Yeah. Alex was saying, with Mondo doing 2,000 X figures at $100, how many will they be able to release at a time? So that's interesting, because this gives me like another question, like, would they be doing a 2,000 X themed figure as their first exclusive when also Mondo is doing 2000X figures as well.
But
I don't know.
But was 2000X connected to Preternia?
I mean, it had King Grayskull in it, so at some point in the
it was weaved in there, but it wasn't like quintessential.
I don't know.
Preternia.
I forget. It's been so long.
Yeah, I don't remember either. So I think it's going to be something that's absolutely Preternia, and it's got to be something that was on that Eternia box art because they teased that to us. They gave us a hint. Yeah, I'm still hoping for Hero. Bo and Cal definitely. Yeah,
you're definitely holding out for a Hero. I know that.
I need a hero.
How many times can we get her to sing it? This
I'm holding out for a hero in the morning. My voice is cracking. I can't sing today.
It's all good. You sound like Stevie Nicks. It's all good.
No, I love Stevie Nicks. She's one of my favorite artists, but yeah, I'm still losing my voice.
That's all right.
No, it's okay. I am just like super excited. I'm sure all of you guys are. There's such a bright future for the line of MOTU, and you know the designers, the creators at Mattel are knocking it out of the park. And I think we've waited so long for Powers of Grayskull to come into the line, and if this is how they're going to introduce it to us, it is amazing. Like it's like a celebration, an excitement. I think really celebrating the line, the Thundercats line.
She has in the past, so I'm not putting it past her.
Okay, so every time I sing, you guys have to take a drink.
Oh my god!
I'm kidding. Take a drink of water.
I have my caffeine-free Coke, which is the why bother drink caffeine-free.
Oh
Coke.
Yeah, why bother?
I gotta go to sleep tonight.
There you go. I think it's.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love that 2000X series. That's a great idea of X and toys. It's freaking amazing. And how cool would it be for that like cartoon to continue too? Because I think it got canceled and it was supposed to have a 4th season. And it's just
If I wasn't losing my voice, I would love to like.
Oh gosh. Have a sing along, have a karaoke cartoon, 1980s cartoon style, right?
It's so funny. Like I played that song for my husband because I was like, the best part of the show is the theme song, and so I played it for him. And then he was like, I found him like singing out loud, like in the middle of the day. I'm like, now I got it in your head.
Yeah. What is happening with the snake lair? Great question. The Great Deceiver. I've heard 2 things. I've heard that it could be shown maybe an update at the Mattel Creations event. And I've also heard that they might be scrapping the project. And like, I don't know what to believe, and I don't know what's official and what's not official, but I don't think that they would scrap the project after investing so much money in it. They probably went back to the drawing board and made it maybe something that would appeal to a larger fan base than the first iteration did. That's just my guess. So that is that. Building off of all of the colorful goodness at the bottom of the screen here, basically the Wave 25 and 26, which we'll get to, cartoon collection figures are confirmed, and they've gone up for pre-order on a Spanish website. So that's good news. Intel is still solid, which is great.
Yeah. So Wave 25 and 26, as we predicted, were correct, which is awesome. Don't you love when that happens? Yeah. And they were found on this ociostock.com site. Big thanks to our friends Canal dos Rosmaneros for the heads up that these were on a Spanish website, but a bigger kudos to our very own Michael for finding the dang link to where those were at, because I was trying to write this up last night. I was trying to do a search, and he is a internet whiz, did some kind of weird reverse image searching, and I don't even know how to do that. Waved his little magic wand, and he's like, here's the links, and found them. So you, my friend, are amazing.
You know what? We're both amazing. So there. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, because Canaldos Rosmanero sometimes does not post links to where they find this stuff, and I was like, it's got to be on here somewhere. So I did a reverse image search, and the links came up. One of the links didn't came up, but I was able to decipher, I guess, based on how the other links were constructed, what the other link would be made of. So I had to do that for this one and also for this one too. So yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, I want to give a shout out to Yotango El Poder, who gave us the heads up on this one, because we found the listings were found last night here, but we only had wave 26, and then he had the rest of the wave in the morning. Something to wake up.
These are all custom concepts.
Yeah.
One of them is from Hunter Knight Customs, and the other two, so Shadow Weaver and Whiplash, are by Eternal Customs. Both incredibly talented customizers, but because we have no photos, we don't know what the actual products look like. We only have their names now that are confirmed. We had to use, obviously, as we do the custom concepts for stand-ins. But I can't wait to see what they do with Bo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited to see him.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really gotten him in plastic form. I mean, they did do him in the MOTU Classics line, but he's a totally different form factor. He's 7 inches. He looks different. Like those figures, they did every MOTU character under the sun. We never got him in a 5.5 style. I want to see him in a cartoon 5.5 style.
Oh, totally. Yeah, yeah. He needs to be in that scale.
And he needs to be mustachio.
Yeah, he does. Well, he needs to have his mustache. We need more mustache MOTU figures.
Yes, we do.
Question from Oma Amisoka. Hey guys, I only collect Masterverse. I took a leap of faith and got the Club Grayskull subscription. Do you know if Masterverse stuff will be a part of it? They would be silly not to have Masterverse be a part of that, because they would alienate folks like you and other collectors of just Masterverse. So I'm guessing that all of their Mattel MOTU brands are going to be featured for these figures. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not officially stated, but they would be stupid not to. I'm just saying.
Hope Bo has a real string to shoot arrows. I don't think they're allowed to put a real string because of child safety guidelines, but they could put like a little thing so that you can put your own string on it.
What child is buying these toys?
I know, but it's still like stupid regulations, right? But I've seen other collector toys where they put it so it's made for, like, if you want to put your own string, they put like the little ends to tie it up. But that would be really cool. Yeah.
Oh, it totally would. Totally would. Yeah, so that's exciting that wave 25 and 26 are confirmed.
The Rickster wants Marlena before he hits a retirement home. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see.
Right. I mean, with Club Grayskull, I mean, could the line continue for another 30 years? Maybe. I mean, the classics line in Matty Collector ran for so long. So long. And I would love to see something kind of like Matty Collector with the Club Grayskull again. Like, you can get exclusive figures and maybe once a month. And like, how fun would that be? We will see. Yeah, we'll see what they have in store, which is fun. And it's so funny because like I can't wait for March 6th. I'm like, I'm glad February is a short month. Oh, it's a short month, I know. So like it's 1 week away. This is just because we won't see everybody until March 6th. So this is kind of our March 6th pregame show too. It is. It absolutely is our pregame show. This is awesome, and that we get to spend time with all of you guys is awesomer. Talking about all this stuff. So that's the best part. And this was great news too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this came out after our live stream last Friday. And so I did get some information that Skell-Ra will not be a retailer exclusive. So it's going to be a fan channel. I don't know if these are hitting like retail stores. I hope so, but you're not going to have to be crazy and hunt this down at like Walmart or Target. So a little bit of sunshine in the MOTU Thundercats world for a little bit. Yay. That makes me so happy. Yeah. Yeah. With the impending Walmart Collector Con too. It's like, the Walmart Council Con coming up. Yeah. We already have a hard time with that, but my vintage collection Skeletor did actually ship. Yes, so did mine. But first they had to be quintessential Walmart and send the obligatory, dreaded,
oh, your product is delayed, and have everyone have like a mini, panic attack and be like, oh no, is he going to get canceled? But then they actually shipped them 2 days later. So that was great.
Yeah.
But we all had to
I know,
have our little freak out over Walmart first.
It was, yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
Yes. What is up, Blaine? How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, the vintage Skelly looks amazing, and I'm excited to see the other figures that are coming to the line. We did get early info that Stratos and Faker were coming to the vintage collection too. So hopefully those go up for pre-sale and pre-order for this Walmart Collector Con, which we are expecting. And as a bonus, we actually have the barcodes for those figures. We're just waiting for Walmart to put up the official pages for them. So if we get them to come up before the event, we will definitely post them.
It looks like Neil Hunter Hyde got his Skelly today.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congrats, Neil. That is
so amazing. But yeah, so much stuff to look forward to for this Mattel Creations revealed event. Always fun. You know, MOTU's got a 14-minute window, plus I think there's another window of time later that they might bring in some more MOTU stuff. So
yeah, it's going to be super, super, super exciting.
Yes.
And all right, moving on to the next news. Oh, I was going to say, for all you watching, make sure you stay tuned to the end, because we are going to have our weekly toy haul review for you guys. So it'll be a fun one this week. So you all stick around till the end of the show, because you don't want to miss it.
Good night, Mr. Country. Thank you for tuning in.
Good night.
All right, moving on from MOTU. This was a huge bombshell that Hasbro dropped this week again, and it was funny. Toy Hunters Hollow, we were joking around, and he's like, "Oh, you know, they're probably want to get ahead of the leaks," and I was like, "Wait, they're trying to get ahead of us?" And he started
absolutely.
Oh my god! So yeah, this is going to be the Cold Slither 4-pack is going to be a G.I. Joe Classified Series San Diego Comic-Con 2025 exclusive, which is going to be fun because we'll get to see it in person and see how it looks. So we can bring this news live to you. But I thought this was the perfect exclusive for a con. It is wild and crazy and so out of the blue. It's so out of left field.
Absolutely. It was totally out of left field. Something that's perfect for a con exclusive, because it's something you don't have to have in your collection if you don't want to. It's going to take up a buttload of space on your shelf with all of those awesome looking instruments. But this is one I'm probably going to pass on, because I just don't have a room for a big G.I. Joe band on my shelf. But a lot of people probably will love this thing. So it was a fun selection. Something that's a total deep cut, and it makes me think that much further, because this is directly from the cartoon that we're probably not going to be getting any more Super 7 figures, Ultimates anymore. So
I hate when that happens, because I was like, I could totally see the whole Super 7 shelf filling up with all of these cool cartoon figures, but I guess if Hasbro is pivoting in that direction,
well,
so be
they
it.
save you $55 a figure starts to
That
add
is
up.
true. That's definitely true.
22.
I love the so Emily, who is the she does marketing for Classified. She posted on Instagram. She was like, "Who had a full 6-inch scale drum kit in a GI Joe exclusive on their SDCC bucket list? Your bucket list this year
on your bingo card, right?"
But yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. So they'll be at New York Toy Fair. So she signs off that Instagram message saying, "See you at New York Toy Fair." So maybe we'll see maybe some stuff related to this. That would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. And Super 7 did follow up with a same Zartan themed Cold Slither figure on their O-ring line.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, be patient, someone. We will get to M.A.S.K, because M.A.S.K is one of my favorite toy lines.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get to M.A.S.K. So be patient. But yeah, so this Cold Slither set comes with Cold Slither Zartan. And it's funny, when I first saw these images, I didn't see the G.I. Joe Classified Series logo on them. And I was like, oh, okay, Super7 is doing these because like they've done Rockstar figures with guitars and so forth. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I saw Super7's O-ring and I was like, wait, what's going on? And then I was like, oh, it's G.I. Joe Classified Series. Okay, makes sense now. But yeah, it's cool stuff. Blaine says Zartan looks like Michael Sweet from Striper. It's funny. Yeah, so yeah, again, like you said, these are not going to appeal to everybody. Like I love this set because it's silly and wacky, and so I am going to get it. I think I'm actually going to get an extra one and just give the drum set to my son who's a drummer and just
That's cool.
Yeah, I might order one for my brother too, who's also a music producer. He likes
there you go.
yeah, he likes those kind of action figures. So
That's
there's
awesome.
Ripper.
I mean, they're cool. They're definitely cool, but you know, it is like a niche thing. They're going to take up quite a little bit of real estate when you set up the whole band, so you have to be committed to it. And you know, with what is it, 4 figures? They're going to be quite pricey, right?
Yeah,
with all of your instruments, so you're talking like probably well over $100 for the set.
Yes, and yeah, I don't think they've released a pricing info, but oh my gosh, Buzzer with
No, they haven't. I'm just taking a guess.
Drum kit. That's amazing. So freaking cool.
Yeah.
I love this.
He has little drumsticks too.
Let's see. And then we got Ripper, who just looks insane. I love his tights or his pants that he's wearing. I would love for them to
very
make
young there.
Yeah, I would love for them to make like, Spinal Tap figures out of this. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Make Nigel Tufnell and the whole band. That would be fun. So yeah, and then on the same day we got Super7 releasing revealing the Zartan Cold Slither figure that's Reaction Plus with color changing skin, no less. So that's really cool. So that gives me hope that they do another Zartan that's a single carded figure that it'll change color too.
Yeah, they most likely will. And you know, I may pick up this one. It's one figure. It's $20. It won't take up a lot of space, and that way I get my little, you know, my rockin' Zartan out of the way. So it's great that they're doing both to give people.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you could just have a smaller scale rockin' Zartan.
Yeah, so you have a representation of the band. It's smaller scale, doesn't take up a lot of room, and it doesn't cost much. So people are guessing. You know, they're going through their obligatory price guessing here. So we got 119, 140, 124.99.
Old. But yeah, cool stuff. I hope we see both of these at Toy Fair. You know, it would be interesting to see what these look like in plastic, and based on all of the leaks that have been coming out from the G.I. Joe Classified series over the last couple months, I guarantee that these figures have been produced already. And so I'm surprised that we haven't seen them. And this is probably, I think this is probably what Toy Hunters Hollow is referring to. It's like with all of the leaks that are coming out over the last couple months, they probably just wanted to get ahead of them and just release this digital render.
Absolutely. It's funny. Baroness says that Zartan looks like Ronald McDonald. He certainly has the red hair and the yellow pants. So that's, you know, someone on Facebook said that, but that is hilarious.
That's awesome. Hal Jordan, Suka, we can go together on a set and have it customized into a Kiss set and send it to Chad. Oh my gosh. And this Suka, you're the guy who it's Chad talks about, I think. So I'm happy to see you on the stream too. So yes, Hal Jordan is a genius. He's a genius for coming onto the show and calling everybody a toy hole, because that just makes my night every night. So much fun. And it's funny with the release and reveal of this figure, which is coming April 3rd up for pre-order on Super7. They also released the card back image, which teased the next wave of that are coming. It's like, okay.
Hello.
They must have known what they were doing with that one. But
yeah, sometimes they forget.
yeah, it appears that Cold Slither Zartan is part of the Wave 3 figure assortment, which also will include Wild Bill, another Cobra Commander variant, and our 57th version of Snake Eyes. Yay.
We need another Snake Eyes. No, will people buy them? Of course they will. But to get to see a very awesome looking cartoon version of Wild Bill is incredible. So
yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that one. The Cobra Commander figure that's in that picture, I think is from the I think it's like the G.I. Joe Club exclusive that they released a while ago, and that was like, yeah, it looks similar. So there it is. Snow Bunny Cobra Commander. I love that. But yeah, so I dig I'm digging the Reaction Plus line. I think they're doing a cool job just not recreating the entire vintage line again, and Super 7's kind of leaning into where their strong suit is and kind of putting forth some of the wacky and crazy characters like Cold Slither Zartan, and also just like Wild Bill's cartoon version, which I hope we get a Dragonfly, because they are making vehicles for these for this line. I want to see some vehicles.
Oh yeah, I do too. I can't wait to see the vehicles for this line. It's going to be freaking amazing, like so amazing.
Ooh, Paul has a question. What is up, Mr. Paul? Good to see you, and can't wait to see you again at SDCC this year. So he says, so surely the rest of Cold Slither and Reaction Plus will be coming in future waves if Zartan is part of this regular wave. That would be cool. And yes. We've seen Super 7 do this with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates line. They will release like one turtle in a wave of other 3, and then they'll release another turtle. They won't release all 4 turtles in one wave. Maybe they've done that once, but I've seen them scatter those pretty much throughout the wave. So could be, it'd be fun to see, you can get your smaller version of the whole band together.
Exactly. That would be really fun. I wouldn't mind. I mean, if they had done that in the 3 3/4 inch scale, I'd be all in to buy it. But just like the other ones, just take up so much room, and I'm trying to limit my classified shelf.
Yeah, I've definitely trimmed that one quite a bit. So
yeah, me too.
All right, so that is coming. Hopefully, we'll see that. That'd be something fun to see at Toy Fair.
Absolutely.
Toy Fair is this weekend, and so we'll try and bring you updates as we can as we get pictures. We're not actually attending, but we should actually think about attending next year. I know you don't fly, so I might go. I might want to go there.
To New York for me.
Yes, I'll send you the pictures, and you can just
especially now because planes seem to be dropping out of the sky all the time.
Oh, good Lord! Yeah, we don't want to talk about that one.
So you didn't want to get me on the plane before, and now I'm like not going to go anywhere here. Nope. But seeing these Sunbow inspired versions of all these figures is awesome. We never got a version of Wild Bill like that, so I think out of that whole wave, that's the one I'm most excited about. The treatment like Serpentor got looked amazing, so they're just like really doing a great job at translating these into their cartoon Sunbow inspired figures.
Totally. All right, want to move on to one of my favorite topics, and this is how this started earlier in the week. So the Loyal Subjects, who's taking over the M.A.S.K license, they released emojis and teasing, I guess, the first wave of the M.A.S.K line, and they were not very hard to figure out, although people were like, well, what the heck is that ninja doing there? And so I surmised that it's the ninja is the person in a mask, and so that's how
that's the emoji for it. Yes.
Yeah, and so
killing it with all these amazing retro lines, though, right?
Yes.
Strawberry Shortcake, Rainbow Bright, My Buddy. They're coming out with M.A.S.K. They're coming out with what else did they do? They got the license for a whole bunch of stuff.
My Pet Monster, right?
My Pet Monster, and I picked this one up, which is hilarious. The first time. This is Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh yeah, they made that one too, right?
Yes. So this one's really cute. I used to watch that game show all the time after school, and I got that song stuck in my husband's head too. By the very cool Rockapalooza band that used to do the theme songs. That was a lot of fun. But like the Loyal Subjects has just been killing it, getting these licenses to these smaller 80s toy lines. There goes Carmen. She's playing. But M.A.S.K, I'm sure, is the one that you are most excited about. And now you got to see these amazing digital renders.
Yes, and I'm sad that they put like a dark film over them. So
I saw that.
I imported them into Photoshop and brightened them up, but you know they're still pretty dark. But we'll get to see their.
Is it because they're trying to make it more mysterious when they actually like reveal it, right?
Yeah. So I was excited to see this. So the first wave or series, they used to be called back in the day in the vintage line a series. So I'm going to call them a series. The Thunderhawk with Matt Tracker. We have the Condor, which is the yellow motorcycle with Brad Turner. The Switchblade with the baddie and leader of Venom, Miles Mayhem, and the Rhino, which is one of like the best toys that I've ever played with as a kid, coming with Bruce Sato and another version of Matt Tracker. And so, yeah, I was super excited to see these pictures. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting 40 years for this line to come back.
That is amazing. I mean, it was like me with like superpowers, right? I was just like, oh my God. And now we have like this amazing line. So I'm very, very happy for you. I know nothing about M.A.S.K, just that they have like a cool Camaro. So I'm gonna have to learn real fast about these. But they look really cool. And it's awesome that they have like these. How big are the figures? Like 2 inches, 2.5? Something like that?
They're really tiny. I mean, I'll grab one of the figures here, but you know, you can see how small these are. They're like 2 inches.
It's so funny because I had like a container of figures, and I think I had a Matt Tracker. Is that the gray guy? I didn't know what it was from for like years. This little figure, he didn't have his helmet or anything. I was like, oh, there's this little action figure. I'm like, where's he from? And I took years later that I figured it out. But those are so cool.
Yeah, so the scale on these, from what I was told, is they're going to resemble the vintage line. So I don't know if they're going to be a little bit bigger, but still in the same scale. But they're really, really tiny really tiny in scale. So this is not like G.I. Joe Classified series scale. And you know, somebody can probably drop it in the chat if it's like 1/24th scale or 1/23.5. I really don't know. But
yeah, they're somewhere around 2.5 inches, something like that.
Yeah, but I really love just the playability of these figures. And what I miss actually was, you know, toys used to make sounds when you would, you know, click them or open them up. And listen to this. I mean, like that kerchunk.
Oh, that's cool.
Just like it brings me back.
Yeah. And if it doesn't make that noise, are you gonna be totally bummed? Like,
oh my God, if it's a, you know, if I have to lift it up and maneuver it, I'm gonna be.
Is that like die-cast or is it plastic? That truck you have there?
These are plastic. Yeah, these are all plastic parts, I believe. It's not doesn't
so
look like.
But they had that awesome sound anyway.
Yeah.
Just from.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, this whole line was just super fun, and like even like when you roll the wheels, the gun comes up. I mean, this whole line is so much fun.
Does it have rubber wheels on it?
It does. Yeah. So the motorcycle.
They better give you rubber wheels again, loyal subjects.
I know, right?
And the sounds for Michael.
Yeah, they better give it to me.
Give it all to you. Yes.
That's
awesome.
But the cool thing is they're adding some really neat things. So like there's a blast effect that's coming out of the front of the cycle, and it looks like the characters and the figures are going to have a heck of a lot more detail.
Yeah. I might have to get a couple of these. I know nothing about them, but some of them look really cool. So.
Oh gosh, how many M.A.S.K vehicles were there? That's a good question, Nino Biz. I actually have them all. I completed my entire M.A.S.K collection last year, but I haven't counted up the figures. But I think there's a checklist out there somewhere. But super classic figure. I think another reason why I love this line so much is my grandfather bought me a lot of these toys too. So I'm super to get them
Well,
back.
I mean, isn't that why we collect all this stuff now? Because we have really fond memories about what we loved about them as a child. And it has to do with what you were doing at the time, who bought them for you, how you acquired them, and the time you spent playing with it. And I think it's amazing that you have this awesome connection. And I'm so happy for you that they're coming
Thank
out with these figures. Like that. That is a cool car. It's a cool Camaro with a little dude that goes inside. Like, even if you're not a M.A.S.K fan, I think, that would be a fun toy for someone to get. So
Yeah, it's funny, and I haven't really got to pay attention to like the differences in the digital renders versus the original toys, but I'm looking and like you can see side mirrors on the Camaro, and
yeah.
the original one didn't have side mirrors, so I was like, okay, that's interesting. And it basically looks the same. I'm hoping that they don't do stickers and it's Tampo, because I'm
Yeah.
horrible at putting on stickers, and I have such PTSD from being a kid and just messing everything up. But yeah, just looking at the way the suit's designed, it looks like his suit has a lot more detail on it, and
Yeah.
it's going to be super cool.
So when they dropped this, were you
I'm
like,
gonna,
they dropped the bomb on
oh my gosh,
me?
I'm hopefully I'm near.
You
Hopefully
freaked
I'm
out,
near.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I had
Hopefully,
to sing for Rob's mom. Hi, Dorothy. How you
we
doing?
all have a thing for
Even though
Rob.
I'm still scratchy laryngitis.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I know they did it purposely, and I'm sure they're gonna have some amazing renderings, but they're trying to keep it exciting for you, right? Because
Yeah.
there's still gonna be a bigger reveal than this.
Oh, most definitely, yeah. And they're going to be showing these toys off at Toy Fair, and so we'll get to see
Wow.
what they actually look like this weekend.
In
And
2 days.
I'm so excited. So hopefully, I'm
I'm
not
so
doing anything
excited.
when they reveal this or when the pictures come out, because I'm like, I just want
Oh.
to see these and not be distracted and just like sit with them for a while.
Oh my God. Sorry, I got distracted. Carmen did a nosedive off my shelf. Oh, Rob's mom is smiling. I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
So,
Um, And then, let's see. Suka says the fact that TLS said that they would make unmade vehicles for the cartoon is most exciting. Shark. Oh my gosh, the Thunderball would be awesome. That was a only I think shown as a prototype in a like catalog. That would be.
that's
But yeah, I would love for them to make unmade figures from the cartoon.
yeah.
That would be sweet. This is the Switchblade. Mr. Miles Mayhem is coming, and it's funny because the M.A.S.K Series 1 line was very heavy on the good guys and very light on the bad guys. So we're getting 3 good guy vehicles and 1 baddie. This is fun. There's some blast effects from in the helicopter mode, and this easily changes into an airplane. It's vehicles transforming into other vehicles, which is fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It's like it looks like that Blue Thunder like helicopter because it's like from that the TV show.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent. So it's like you can pretend it's like that too if you're a Blue Thunder fan.
And yes, Ramen. Oops, where did that one go?
Do we know? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Ramen, yeah, they already made a fantastic shark, and so we'll probably see the loyal subjects to another version of that. But Ramen Toy knocked it out of the park with the Great White.
So it's going to be exciting this weekend, and because TLS is going to be there, I'm sure they're going to show off. So Baroness, we haven't gotten any other teases, but we know My Pet Monster and Popples are coming, and all the other toy lines that I mentioned. So it's going to be incredible to see all of these cool retro lines from the little subjects. I hope they have some of their other product on display as well, because that'd be cool. That's Ralph Riggin, Airwolf. Yeah, that's another really good helicopter show as well.
Oh yeah, and I pulled the Rhino off the shelf, and I was like, hopefully I don't have a calamity. But the Rhino is another one of my favorite toys too. So
that one's pretty popular.
Yeah,
I watch a lot of episodes of like Toy Federation, and they're always like getting those in, and the stupid little bomb thing in the back like it's always popping out.
But it's cool. I mean, who doesn't want a semi truck that transforms into a mobile missile base, right?
That is awesome.
Come on.
It's very cool.
So, it's fun, and they're doing some fun stuff with having like they're not blast effects, but it's like a smokestack effect that's coming out that I'm sure it can be repurposed into something else.
Yeah. And does that have like some back metal parts on it too? Like I hope they make.
Oh yeah,
they
it's
make
like
it back metal.
it's all chromed out.
Yeah,
it is
it's
the
nice
vintage
looking.
version.
Here,
So-
show it off on the screen.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, it's funny.
Look at that beautiful right now.
I haven't played with this in the longest time, but I think missile. Yep, it actually shoots.
There it goes.
It's like I didn't hit myself in the face. Yay!
Yeah.
Yay me!
Have you ever hit yourself in the face with it?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And I forget. Actually, forget how to make the grill. Actually, comes.
Oh, it pops open
with the spring. Yeah. So.
Oh,
Like
that's awesome.
Now. Who knows?
Very cool.
Yeah, but it's
Michael's like a kid in a candy store.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
It's
so
fun.
excited.
So fun. So fun. But yeah, that's funny. I was talking to Toy Hunters Hollow because I'm sure he is going to be looking for these images too. And I was like, if you see these, just text me. I'm like, just text me. I don't care where I am. Just text me.
I love like the neon grid like over them. It's still like 80s looking.
Yeah,
great. That's great.
Oh
my god, how funny.
Totally looking
Smokey
forward.
the Bandit. Now you're gonna get me singing that Eastbound and Down.
Oh my gosh, I never watched that show. It's so funny.
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Anyway, I'm having way too much fun tonight.
That's what we should be doing, right?
Oh man,
that's awesome.
This is such a great time to be a toy collector. So much fun.
Oh,
we need to get all this stuff back. Absolutely.
Yeah, I wanted to plus in Giraffe's comment, which he dropped, I think, even before the stream came. He said,
sorry.
That's all right. He said, M.A.S.K, Dreadnoks, 5 or so Mattel themed lines, 80s called, asking how glorious round 2 is. So much fun.
That's awesome. That is so cool. I'm so happy for you. This is amazing. Yeah. Amazing news. So finally, after all this time and all the rumors and everything, M.A.S.K is back, and Michael can't be more happy. So, and all of you guys out there who are M.A.S.K fans as well, that is awesome news. Yes, the 80s did rule. So
yes,
incredible.
Yes, and I think that was it from. I think the news that came out, and of course there was also some other breaking news that came out today. Of course, right?
Absolutely. So we got some other news that Mattel and DC are partnering together. So it's Warner Brothers, whatever their legal name of their company is, has given the licensing rights for a multi-year deal with Mattel to do DC characters and stories, which is awesome. So of course, we turn to our friend, Mr. Home Arcade, who made an amazing collection of DC MOTU-inspired figures. So they're using the 5.5-inch MOTU Buck. They're not like crossover figures. They're in their classic form. But could you imagine, once Mattel gets a DC license, the incredible things that they could do? I mean, we might have a whole shelf full of these really cool-looking DC characters. So these are all customs from the talented Mr. Home Arcade. They look amazing. But there's such a world of DC characters out there. You can have like a whole slew of Batmans. You've got maybe like a Hall of Justice, who knows what. But just getting to see them in this 5.5 scale. And I gotta tell you, if you all remember back in September last year, we did a poll. What did the fans want to see for MOTU's next crossover line? Now, I know this isn't necessarily a crossover version, and we cover all of that lower in the article, but my point in the story is the thing that got 65% of the vote, and I think we polled about a little over 600 people in that poll. 65% of you all said that you wanted to see a DC MOTU crossover. So it's amazing. And now Mattel has the DC license. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know if it's going to be MOTU inspired, but this just gives like Masters of the Universe or this form factor a whole new life.
Oh, totally. Yeah, this actually, if they actually do this, this might get me to collect DC stuff. So.
Yeah, and it's funny because they weren't stopping at Thundercats because we had the designers from Mattel asking us last year at San Diego Comic-Con. You know, they asked me, "What do you think the next crossover line should be?" And I was like, "Well, we should really poll the fans. You know, let's see what they want to see." And DC, maybe they weren't paying attention. It could be a coincidence. I'm sure they've had this deal in the works for years, probably trying to get the licensing rights, but that might get them excited and be like, you know what? MOTU fans do want to see DC crossover. It could be a possibility, but just getting them in this 5.5 scale, because, you know, they're muscular superheroes, it just lends itself to it.
Oh my gosh, totally does. It totally does. Yeah, it's funny, the customs and concepts that Mr. Home Arcade has. It's like it looks like something that Mattel would like come off the shelf.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
Yeah. They look great. He did such an amazing job on these. And so, you know, you can see Superman and Green Lantern there. And then Superman has his, you know, his heat vision, you know, getting Batman. I'm like, why are they turning on each other? I don't know.
Yeah, but Mr. Home Arcade's mind is going.
I know. And then he did this amazing Batmobile. And this is a hint, so stay tuned till the end of the show, because I have something related to show you guys.
Excellent.
And if you look lower in the post, he's got like a whole slew of Batman. So you can imagine like a Batman 4-pack with like the different versions of Batman, but in like MOTU style or like 5.5 style. How cool would that be?
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Yeah, I would actually get some of these. So we have zero idea what this means for if it means anything.
We don't know, but this was us speculating and having fun, and like, you know, the possibilities are endless, but enjoy the article. Take a look at Mr. Home Arcade's customs, but knowing that they have the license now for a multi-year deal, it just opens up for a world of possibilities from Mattel. We don't know what they're going to do with it, but I'm sure they're going to do something amazing.
Oh my gosh, Alejandro, She-Ra versus Wonder Woman.
There's a Wonder Woman down there. If you keep scrolling one more set of photos, and she
looks great. Yep. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool.
Look at that. Is that in that butt, right?
Yeah, she looks awesome. Oh my gosh, and look who slipped in here, as his ears must have been burning. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mr. Home Arcade.
Mr. Home Arcade gifting 5 Toy Habits memberships. So that brings a total of 30 memberships gifted this.
That is incredible. And I was giving you kudos because Mr. Home Arcade made all of these customs himself. You were super talented. And these look great. Thank you for sending us those pictures. Everyone's really enjoying them. How cool would it be? Stratos versus Hawkman. Yeah, they are awesome.
So cool.
So good to see you in the chat, Mr. Home Arcade. But yeah, love how these look. And the possibilities are endless. So there's a copy of the poll. So I think it was about 605 people voted in it. And you can see 65% voted for DC superpowers, or some kind of form of DC MOTU crossover.
Looks like the poll is giving the middle finger, but with a sample size this big of 600, and with the MOTU DC getting 65% of the vote, like this is a statistically significant poll if we sampled a normal population. So if this was a true sample, this means that the fans want a MOTU DC superpowers crossover. So Mattel, we've done your research for you. Handing it to you on a silver platter. Here it is. Now go make these figures.
Exactly. Just take a look at this article, and then if you want to get an idea what MOTU crossover type figures would look like, take a look at the Funko Savage World line. I have a few of these. They're very cool. And if you keep scrolling lower, you'll be able to see like Superman and Batman a little bit more closer. But they've done this for their 5.5-inch Funko line, like kind of like this line. I have them down on the shelf here, but they are MOTU inspired because they've got the swords and the shields and the chest armor and various different things to kind of give them that savage He-Man look. Even the loincloths. They're wearing loincloths, so
Yeah.
And it works. It works for these figures, and they're cool looking. I have a few of them. I like them. But it can be done. Even if you keep scrolling down, we have Wonder Woman in her, Tila like
Oh, there she is. That's cool.
picture. Yeah. And these were produced. These were made by Funko. They were sold already. So, and if you want to find these themselves, click on them, and we have links. You can even find them on eBay. But yeah, they made all sorts of different DC characters. They were very cool. But that gives you an idea of what the possibilities are with the DC license for Mattel. So
yeah,
just so much fun. So
oh
much
my
fun.
gosh. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Yeah, it's funny. I recognize some of these characters from I did watch the Superpowers when I was a kid. And then also the Teen Titans Go, my kids were really into. That was a really funny show to watch. It was a funny cartoon.
Absolutely. Just a correction. Thank you, Dave Schnelly. These are Primal Age DC figures, not Savage World. My apologies. I knew that. I just forgot. Yeah, I mean, these are going to be so much fun. So we'll see what they do with it.
Yes.
I would love to get you to buy some DC figures. Which one did I get you to almost buy?
I don't remember.
Was it maybe this one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Batman 9 figure, which was going to be one of my, I was saving this for our show and tell at the end.
Okay. Actually, I did buy gosh, they were those smaller scale Batman figures. I forget what the line is, but I did pre-order those. It had like a Batmobile and another.
Oh, yeah, the 5 points
yes.
line or something. Yeah, those are very cool.
Yeah, I did order those. So I am dipping into the DC line.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So on that note, since I segued, we might as well slip into our toy haul part of the show. We need to get like some little music or something that we play when we do our weekly toy hauls.
All right, yeah, I can make a transition.
Awesome. If you're ready, you can go first. If not, I got stuff on tap.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Okay, so what I found this week was I found the WWE Superstars Series 12 figures. So that is nice. Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Cactus Jack. So I'm really excited.
They're wearing little like leather jackets.
They are, yeah. They're super cool. They are, yeah. It's like a pleather jacket, but you can kind of hear the sounds that it makes, and I think it's cool. Really cool. Like it's cut very nice. It looks like it has like a little zippers on it or something. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Like,
really nice detail on those.
Wow.
And actually, it actually looks like Bret Hart. I've seen other Mattel figures that they've made like in their larger scale line, and like Bret Hart just does not come out right.
So. He has that like wet hair look. They pulled that off nicely.
Yeah,
he's a whole bottle like mousse or gel or whatever.
Yeah. He's slicked back. His back of his jacket says the Hitman, and I think it also says the Hart Foundation on the bottom. It's just
there you go.
But I love what they're doing.
Cool.
With this line, and then of course they had to use the chunky buck for Jim the Anvil Neidhart, rest in peace. But he was such a cool character in the WWF in the day. Really dig the likeness here. So I think they did a great job on all these figures. Like they all come with soft goods, and Cactus Jack came with this shirt that he used to wear. But I like the figure, that he has, or the shirt that he has underneath this one. If I can actually get it off. So, like, sorry.
Can Anvil reach his beard with his hand?
Oh yeah, he could. Yeah. Oh, like cool. Yeah, when he goes, he does that cackle.
Yeah.
I think you can shove.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can shove his.
Oh, that's funny. You got to leave him like posed like that. That's
cool. Yeah, I totally do. See, this is why I don't think of this stuff. Like I would totally just stand him up straight, right? Like I need that Toy Sorceress masterclass. but you know, I thought Cactus Jack came out really well, and then he has his
Oh yeah, he's even missing his tooth.
wrestling gear that he came with
Nice.
too. That says Cactus Jack. Yeah, so that was a fun find. I know that these WWE superstars figures are very hard to find, but hopefully they are stocked. It's funny, like my Walmart doesn't have MOTU, they have WWE superstars. So I'm like,
nice.
All right. And then I picked up this little Jax Lisa Simpson figure that came with a little saxophone, and I like this line. Actually, Simpsons is what got me back into
Did you get the rest of them?
I couldn't find the rest of them, but you know, I'm sure I'll find them. I'll find the rest.
Amazon has them, and the reason I know is because I tracked down the rest of the family for Cuz. We call him Cuz, for my husband Bill, because he's a fan, and I was able to get him Maggie with Marge, which were the last ones we were missing because we ran into those hanging on the tag at Target.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so he has the whole little family. I was trying to find a photo.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
they're great.
Is this Alex or?
Yeah, that's Alex Valdez.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna get another Masters of the WWE Universe wave, but hey, with Club Grayskull, who knows? Maybe they'll make something. Yeah. Don't know, but I don't see them. I actually really love those figures too, and I was sad when they didn't continue that line, or just ended.
But try and track down the rest of those Simpsons figures, but I guess Marge and Maggie are the hardest ones to get right now because they're sold out all over the place.
Oh, okay. All right.
If I run into them, I'll pick them up for you.
Oh, thank you.
They're in one box together.
Oh, how cute! As they should, mother and daughter.
Absolutely, as they should. Was that all your hauls?
Yeah, that was all that I found this week. So
wonderful. I have quite a bit. I'm going to share my first haul with a photograph because I don't want to take it down from my shelf. But
I don't need a calamity.
No, but I was able to pick up. I went to the small toy show last weekend in Simi Valley, and there were only 2 vendors that had vintage toys. But one of the vendors had the Land of the Jawas playset. It is one of the playsets I didn't have. I even had the little working elevator on it. And the Sandcrawler was a little bit bent up, but still in really, really great shape. And the rest of the playset was super clean. So I did pick that one up. You can see R5D4 going up, being scooped up into the Sandcrawler. But very, very cool playset. So I was able to pick that up. That was one of my hauls. And the other haul that I got from that toy show was this in the box, in its styrofoam, R2D2 C3PO alarm clock. I don't know if I can have it go off, but it makes like the most incredible sound when the alarm clock goes off, which is a lot of fun.
Are you using that as your actual alarm clock?
No, it's in my office. And
should totally use it as your alarm clock.
I should. I wonder if this would play if I share my screen from
It wouldn't. You have to. Yeah, the way StreamYard works, that you have to upload the video for this.
Oh, okay. It won't work. Anyway, it makes it like R2 talks and C3PO talks. And
if you want to hear it, go to the Toy Sorceress's Instagram page.
Yes, go to my Instagram page, and you will hear it. I don't know if I can get the alarm to go off right now, but anyway, so this was super cute. And I picked up a couple Hawk Troopers to go along with that, and then the other amazing thing I scored. So it was fresh and with the styrofoam all brand new in the box, which was really cool. The other cool thing I was able to pick up this past week, and I have it right here, was this vintage 1989 Toy Biz Batmobile. Now this was in the box, and I want to share this because it was in the box. the box was a little tiny bit beat up, but it was brand new. I'm just trying to get to the last photo here. It was brand new in the box with the inserts, no stickers applied. The stickers were in a sealed baggie.
Oh my
Now,
God.
part of me was like, is this sacrilege to open the baggie and stick them on the vehicle and put the windshield on and do all that? And I was like, I'm not buying this for the value. I want to enjoy the toy. So this was like I bought it in 1989 and put it together myself. It was that minty fresh. And so if you pull this little lever here, oops, one of the missiles went flying out. It even has like the little missiles that go inside. I lost one across the room. And it has a little trunk in the back that you open up here, and you can shove Joker in there if he's been bad.
You can put your junk in the trunk.
Joker's gonna go in the trunk. And it's the only Batmobile that they made. There's Joker, he's stuck in the back. It's the only Batmobile that they made that was a two-seater of the 89 version. I mean, the only 89 Batmobile, Keaton Batmobile that's a two-seater. So you can put, Robin or whoever you want in the side there. And it's very cool because it was brand new, basically. New open.
Damn cool.
And then to carry on that theme, I also received, as I showed you guys before, my Michael Keaton 1989 Batman from McFarlane. And so this one is really similar to the one that was released with the big Batmobile, the gold label one, but the cape is different. And I was a little disappointed because this cape feels kind of like that ribbon material, not cloth, where the original one came with like a cloth cape. But maybe it was to keep it more rigid so you can put these little posts that he's holding in his hand so you can do that little cool pose. But he came with a bunch of hands and like his little grappling hook gun. He came with, a what you call it, a batarang, these little like shooting star things.
Oh, cool.
And his little bat communicator, which it's super tiny, but so he came with all this stuff and like a whole bunch of hands. So the one that came with the Batmobile, either the Flash version from the Flash movie or the gold label Batman 89 vehicle set, none of them came with any accessories. They all came, and I think he had just closed fists in that one. So this is a very cool version. Really looks like Michael Keaton. I think they did an awesome job on this figure, and he sold out all over the place. But I think you can still get them on Best Buy's website. We have the links for all of that. So picked that up. And then the other thing I picked up was this very cool, this is a Wolf Warrior. So this is a remake to the original Remco version that came out many, many years ago. And if you look for the Wolf Warrior from the line from Remco, it's like a really, really rare and expensive figure. So this one's like $40-$50 for the remake that Zola World made. Oh, and cool. So I was able to get him, and he has like this little cloth kind of furry like outfit on, just like the original version did. So this is awesome. And again, it's going to go on my Remco knockoff shelf with the rest of my Warrior Beast. Sorry. So it was I don't remember if it's Werewolf or whatever his name is, but it's from Warrior Beast, the original version from Remco. And so this is a remake of him, and he looks really cool. That's
so cool. You pick up the coolest stuff.
I do. So that was my pickups this week. Super, super excited. And I got like such a deal on this like Batmobile. It was like the same price as like beat up old open loose ones.
Oh, that's great.
I was like, someone's really selling that on eBay. I was like, click. So I bought it.
That's awesome.
That was an awesome score. And it makes that noise. You talked about toys making noises. Yeah. So it makes that nice clicky sound when you roll it across your floor.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. My gosh, so many things to look forward to this weekend and next week. Holy cow. It's going to be crazy with all the news and all the images coming out.
Yes. And ZolaCon is ZolaCon this weekend? I believe it is too. I know we had Toy Fair, but ZolaCon has some awesome news too. And I know Formo Toys will be there. with like all their new line of stuff as well. But yeah, I love all the Zolicon Warrior Beasts. Realm of the Underworld is their line, so it's kind of like the knockoff line, and I have a couple of their very cool figures. And I'm struggling if I want to open him or not. Because I want to put him on my shelf. Anyway,
yeah, it's March 2nd or March 1st and March 2nd.
Yeah, so it's also this weekend. It's gonna be a busy toy weekend of news.
Yeah, I think the good news for you is I think I'll be cooped up in a hotel room for most of Saturdays.
That's good. I actually have to drive down to pick something up for my husband, so we're gonna be out part of the day.
Do it next week.
I know. I gotta find out because he had ordered a part and I didn't think it was gonna come in so soon, and I got text from the store today like, "Oh, your part's here." And I was like, "Oh crap." So,
it is all
yeah.
But it's funny, like whenever we do these streams on Thursday, it fakes me out thinking it's Friday.
I know, right? But it makes me happy because now it's like the week's almost over and we can move on, and we have like one more little day, and then it makes the weekend feel like that much longer.
Yes,
so
that's
always a good thing.
That is true. But oh my gosh, I can't believe all the stuff that's coming out, and it was fun hanging out and talking about that with everyone tonight. And, oh my gosh, yeah, thank you for joining us on not our regular night. So it's very cool that everyone tuned in.
It was busy, and you guys did great because most of you who joined in are still on the stream. We got 190 people here. That is awesome. Sticking around for our toy hauls, and I hope you're enjoying this new segment because we wanted to do something fun and like unexpected at the end of the show, because you don't know what we're gonna pop up, and then
and actually the plus for me, it's actually forcing me to open my toys and actually put them on the shelf,
which is great because if not, they'll just pile up, right?
Yes, and you saw
and then you get bored of it because it's not exciting anymore because you've been staring at the box walking in and out of your office.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful. Yes. Thank you guys all for joining. It's been like so much fun. It feels like a Friday. We had such a fun chat with you all. And yeah, I can't wait till we see all the reveals next week.
Oh my gosh.
And we'll see what day we go live. And go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm actually I'm taking that day off too, March 6th.
Oh, okay.
Because it's
wonderful.
It's gonna be a lot.
Yes, it will. So that's going to be an incredible day. I can't wait to see what gets revealed. And we're going to see you guys all next week. And next week, we're going to be getting to talk about the incredible news that came out from Mattel.
Yes.
So tune in then. You guys have all a wonderful weekend. Have fun. Go out and do some toy hunting. Even if it's at a yard sale, you find some cheap buys, and it's a lot of fun to do. But yeah, and then tell us about your toy hauls. We want to hear about the cool stuff you guys get. So we'll see you all next week, and have a good night.
All right. Bye, y'all.